Hey everybody, Grant with Renew Auto here. We'll do a quick walk around video on the E46 M3 Cabriolet and just try to point out any dents, dings, imperfections, rock chips, anything kind of as if you were here walking around the car yourself and trying to just see any imperfections, because these cars, they get shipped all over the country and I just never want there to be a surprise when you get the car off the truck. So we'll start at the front driver's side wheel. I know all the wheels have got a little bit of curb rash, actually maybe except for this one. But I know the other three, they've got a little bit of curb rash. Some of it's been repaired, but the finish is in great shape. A lot of times you'll notice if you're shopping for these that if they spend any time in salt, anywhere where you've got the clear coat that meets the color coat, you get these kind of cracks and lines that start to go through it. And like you can see almost like a little bit of that chipping just around the hub on that one, but otherwise really good shape. The car does have matching Michelin tires front and rear. They've got really good tread on them as well. So those are in great shape. And the brakes, wow, I'll have to look at the Carfax and see if those have just been replaced recently, because there's like no lip on that at all. Let me see if I can get the pads in there for you so you can see the life on the brake pads. Moving to the exterior, really light little rock chips across the front. Nothing significant, but you know, consistent with age and mileage. A little bit of light peppering. This car did have a partial paint protection film on it. It was a very early PPF. You could tell by the thickness of the material. It was like probably back when this car was made. And so it was just discolored and a little grainy. And so we pulled all of that off. And so there are little bits of rock chips that happened, either got through the film or maybe those were on there before it was installed. But otherwise, the paint protection film did its job of really keeping this front end for age and mileage really nice. I know the bumper does have a defect on this front corner. You've got some little cracks in the paint there where this has kind of hit a low driveway or something like that, I'm sure. Fog lights are in great shape, so no cracks there. You can see just how nice and clear the headlights are as well. Try to kind of see if I can point out some of these chips, like right there, like just little chips that if you're looking close, I've kind of got the camera zoomed in, like you can see all the little dents, but if you go 4 feet away, you'll never ever see them. So I'm probably being a little anal about trying to point out everything, but again, I don't want there to be any unhappy customers. So I try to really showcase every imperfection on the car. This lens also in great shape. These will start to get really faded and yellowed if the car spent a whole bunch of time outside. Same with all the trim. This gets really gray and just dried out over time, but really good shape there. Windshield doesn't have any cracks, no pitting either, but I did notice there was one chip right there. It's already got filled in, but there's that one little chip, and that was the only one that I could find on the windshield. There's a VIN number for you. Side view mirror is the same as the front end. Light chipping, but otherwise really good shape. And again, nothing you'd notice unless you're really looking for it. Gills are all in great shape. I'm not seeing any dents on this driver's side. If you see something, feel free to point it out to me. I'm totally happy to get additional pictures or video of anything. We've gone through and actually did a light polish on this paintwork. It was in really good shape, but we just went ahead just to prepare it for sale. Did a clay bar, really light polish, quick little layer of sealant just to give it some protection. But if you want to go full paint correction and a ceramic coating or something like that, we're happy to get that done before the vehicle gets shipped out to you. So feel free to reach out about that. These fenders, obviously, if you're shopping for the E46 M3, you probably know that these fenders are wider from the factory. And the side effect of that is rocks will come up from this and hit this little area. So you got a little bit, like see right there, like a little light peppering of rock chips coming from that front tire on that fender, but not significant, but they are there. Trying to see a little bit under here from, again, just road debris, dust kicking up on there. Driver's side rear wheel, you can see where some, again, you'd never notice unless you're looking for it, but this is actually an area where there was curb rash on it at some point and it's been refinished. And so you'll never ever on these lathed aluminum wheels get that lathing completely perfect. So somebody's kind of like smoothed it out so you don't notice the damage and polished it. But if you're right up close on it, you'll be able to see the transition. Again, same thing as the rock chips, 4 feet away, you never notice, looks great, but I'm just trying to point out everything I can. Again, these brakes, that hub looks really nice and clean, and I'm not getting any lip on that at all. So again, I'll have to jump into the Carfax service history and see if we've got record of those being replaced. Well, this car did come from a franchise dealer. A lot of times if they get an older car in, especially an enthusiast car like this, it's too old for them. They don't want to deal with it. I love this stuff. This is my niche, so they call me, and that's how I get these. The downside of that is franchise dealers never give the service records. I beg for them, but they say it's a liability because it's got the previous owner's contact information, and that can come around to bite them in the butt and whatever. But I wish I could get the service records. So unfortunately, I just have to go off of what's on the Carfax. So I'll have to look and see if those brakes have recently been done because they feel brand new. Again, you've got a date code on the tire here for matching Michelin, year 24 made. And no dents or dings on that. The sun's going down on me. I should probably try to move a little faster here. Rear bumper, in good shape. Light little scratch right there. If you get really close up on it, you can see it. I love the updated LED taillights on the refresh E46 M3. And the trunk lid's actually just minutely different from the hardtop version as well. If you compare them side to side, you'll notice it's slightly different trunk lid, which is kind of cool. No dents or dings there. Same with the tonneau cover's in great shape. Fuel cap here, you've got all your factory stickers still there. Passenger side rear wheel, same thing where you've got just a little bit of that where you can see the polished lip where some curb rash has been previously repaired, but not something that you'd see from a couple of feet away. Michelin tires again on the passenger side. Let me find the date code there for you. Go underneath and show there's no corrosion or anything. And passenger side, I am not seeing any dents or dings there. Let me try to get it from this other side. No, that's looking really, really good. Again, light little peppering, like you can see there on this fender. Not significant, but a little bit of peppering. Side view mirrors in really, really good shape. A-pillars don't have any damage. We'll try to do a quick look at the interior as well before the sun goes down on us. Love the cinnamon interior with that brushed aluminum. It's just such a pretty combo. The M3 inscription door sills, memory seats, all the stitching on the steering wheels in really, really good shape. This has got the upgraded Apple CarPlay system so that you can use it on your phone, but it still kind of has an OEM look, which I like. In fact, it's still got the plastic on the screen there. No peeling or fading on the dashboard. Heated seats, the convertible top, traction control, sport mode, tire pressure monitoring system, USB port. I suspect that plugs into here, or maybe that charges. I'm not sure. I've never actually tried that USB port, admittedly. Center console, Harman Kardon sound. Oh, and floor mats I've got in the back. Let me run back there before we run out of light. All your floor mats, these M3 logos are in such stellar shape. A little bit of wear on the heel plate. You know, just BMW puts in this extra little heel plate there where for the driver's side. A little bit of wear on that floor mat, but otherwise, I mean, just stellar shape. On the front bumper, you've got the front license plate bracket if your state requires that. Toolkit. Whoops. BMW tools, and you've got this is a sunshade CD changer. This is actually going to be a shelf where you can, if you're going to drive like a long distance with the top up, you can fold that up and get a little bit more room for your luggage and suitcases and whatnot. And then going to the passenger side, again, that cinnamon is just my favorite color combo, cinnamon with that aluminum trim. Goes all along the dashboard. It just looks awesome. Super cool to have a 6-speed manual as well. These had the option for the SMG transmission, but being that it was a first generation single clutch transmission, they can be a little tricky to live with. So it's nice to have a classic 6-speed. And then power seats work. That way you can get somebody in the back and get back up front really nice and quick. Just an awesome car. This is a great example. I mean, 75,000 miles, it's a driver quality car. This is not gonna go and win Concours d'Elegance and in San Francisco at Monterey Car Week or anything, because, you know, it's got the little bit of rock chips and a little bit of, you know, like scuffs on the wheels, and there's that chip in the windshield, things like that. It's not gonna be perfect, but it is, in my opinion, the best example of a 75,000 mile E46 M3. But driver quality, so you can drive it, enjoy it, not worry about it. You don't have to keep it pristine. Just a really, really, really cool car. I love this thing. But if I'm forgetting anything, if you want extra pictures, extra video, extra details on anything, if I'm missing, forgetting like to show a power feature that works or something, feel free to reach out. My email is Grant, Grant, at renewauto.com, or you can text me at 435-278-8915, and we'll talk to you then. Thanks.